Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In the last video we have seen that which was our first video, we have started the public administration complete UGC net series. So this is our will be a second lecture, will be a crisp and short one. Here we will discuss the difference between public and private administration. This is the most important topic of UGC net. There has been multiple questions been asked from this topic, which I'll show the sample of PYQs also, how questions are asking from this topic, public and private administration. So as we all know, public means where government administration, like governmental activities, governmental affairs will be called public, and the private administration means non-governmental administration, where government is not involving, it is of the private persons, it is of the private entities. So that is what called private administration. So when there is a two terms like public administration and private administration, so there will be a difference between these two. Okay, so what is the difference between these two has been highlighted by few authors, they have differentiate between public administration and private administration. So let me show you who are the authors who have differentiate between these two terms and these two administration. First of all, we have these four authors, very important one. They are very important, and multiple times questions is being asked from public and private administration differentiations propounding authors. Okay, so first we have Apple by Josiah Stamp, Herbert Simon, and Peter Drucker. So these four people have differentiated public administration from private administration. So when they have differentiated public administration from private administration, on what basis they have differentiated it? So now let's see on what basis they have differentiated between these two. Okay, Appleby have differentiated public administration from private in the three aspect, that is a political character. In public administration we have its political character, like there will be a government, there will be a representative, there will be a politics. So in private administration it is not there will be only management and organization. Okay, and the second aspect is a breadth and scope and impact consideration, like public administration have a wide scope, and its impact will be on public, like large public masses, and it will be a very wide administration, whereas private administration will be limited to certain company or organization, or some private entities which is not that large. Okay, and the next aspect is public accountability. Public administration holds public accountability. Whatever the acts they are doing, whatever the decisions they are taking, they are accountable to public, they are answerable to public, like their decisions should be answerable to public. Their all actions are into public. So where is this difference is not applicable to the public private administration. They are only they are not answerable to anyone for their activities. Okay, so this was the Appleby's three aspects of public administration, private administration differentiations. Now let us see what Josiah Stamp says. He says four aspects. They have given principles of uniformity, like there will be a uniformity in public administration. Okay, and external financial control or ministerial control. In some books this has given only external financial control, but in PYQs ministerial control will be also be asked. So you have to remember this two, like ministerial control and external financial control, where executive actions, financial actions are controlled by the legislative, like they keep on eyes on that, like the CAG reports, and CAG audit, social audit, all these are done in the public administration, not in private. There will be only financial audit, not social audit or public audits. Okay, and public responsibility. Obviously public administration is responsible to public, whatever their activities they are responsible for doing that. And this is not there in the private administration, they can do whatever they want. Okay, and the service motive. Public administration will always be service motive, whereas private administration will be profit motive. So These are the four aspects Joseph Stamp has given, like public is different from private. Now let us see what Herbert Simon says about this. Herbert Simon says that public administration is a bureaucratic, whereas private administration is a business kind of, private administration is business oriented, profit oriented, and public administration is a bureaucratic. Public is a political and private administration is a non-political, obviously. Public administration will have red tape, delays, corruption and all, and private administration, there will be smoothly functioning of administration. There will not be corruption, mostly not red tapeism, nepotism and all. Okay, now what Drucker says that public administration different from private in purpose, values, objective, contribution to the society. Private administration have their own values, objective, and their contribution limited to the company, their organization only. But whereas public administration's contribution, not limited to anything small, but they are contribute to society. Okay, as of now, like we have seen the differences between it, but there will also be similarity into this public administration and private administration. So what are the similarities between these two, and who propounded their similarities? So these similarities will also be important. Similarities is that the Henry Fayol, as we have हमने एक we have read the definition of Henry Fayol of the about public administration. So it is a universal process, he said. So universal means it will cover private also and public also. So Henry Fayol will be come under similarities, and MP Follett also says that they both are similar, and Lindahl Urwick also said they both are similar. So what are the similarities between these two? That is post-COP. Their scope, like planning, organizing, staffing, coordinating, and ordering, budgeting. These are the activities which are similar to this both entities. And the accounting, like whatever will be accounting will be there, like financial accounts will be there. All this will be similar into that. And hierarchy, like public administration may also will be hierarchy, and private may also will be hierarchy. Okay, so based on this definition will be important. It can be asked in the question, so mark it star. So Piffner and Prithas, they have given the based on the similarities, whatever the government organization is changing, no. So based on that, they have given one statement that a halfway house between its commercial prototype and its traditional government. Like private organization, government organization is a commercial prototype, and a traditional government in between the halfway it is. Okay, so now we have seen the differences and similarities of public administration and private administrations. Let us now look into the PYQs. So how PYQs are being asked from this. So one sample I have added here, like see. Okay, which of the following thinkers do not make distinction between public and private administration? So who do not make as we have Mary Parker Follett, Henry Fayol, like Henry Fayol, universal process. This, if you remember this universal process, you will automatically remember that he is not differentiating between these two. Paul Appleby, we have seen three aspects, like political in nature, and what we have said is like service motive. Okay, and another is public responsibility. Let us see what is the another one. Sorry, it was okay, it is public accountability, breadth and scope, and political characteristic. Okay, so this is given by Appleby. So these are the three people, ABC. This becomes your answer. So this is how the questions are being asked from this topic, or otherwise they can ask who differentiate, like the most time repeated questions is like what are the four aspect of Josiah Stamp differentiation between public and private. So this four aspect repeatedly being asked. One is like uniformity, ministerial or financial control. One is service motive, responsibility. So they'll ask either this four, or they'll give at least three and ask you to which is not there. So this is how questions are being asked. So this becomes your very important and hot topic for the exam. So do remember this and do revise this. Okay, so we'll meet in the next video. For continuing this series, you have to share this video with your fellows who are preparing for the UGC NET Public Administration. Based on the feedback, positive feedback, I'll be coming with the more lectures in a coming series. Okay, thank you for watching. All the best for your exam. Stay safe.